We started this week with quite timid session at first glance, so now let's recap what bigger time frame looks. And on the monthly we are balancing within previous month. We almost breached monthly lows, and since the low is secured for now, we are challenging the other part of this balance. So on the monthly it's looking like we are going to test all-time highs again. On the weekly we are one time framing lower, however we aren't extending below weekly lows, so now within 3-week balance with fourth lower high, but no lower low as of now. And we are now trading below this trend line from March lows. Looking at volume profiles, I will look a little bit later. So looking at those balance ranges, I think I can extend this one, and we are now within this balance around the middle with quite elevated volume. This is electronic trading hours, and looking at volume profiles and how does this develop. We are now trading around 5-day VPOG, and it is below 20-day VPOG, so the action is maturing. 90-day VPOG is below us, so we are basically balancing. We have low volume node around yesterday's value area high. We've been trading around it quite a lot, but got rejected finally. And below we will see on another chart how things look. So here is this low volume node, 3870 I've been talking about, and if we can finally build acceptance above it, then we will test 3900 area, or if not, we will, like we did, rotate lower to test this high volume area around 40. Overnight seem to reject lower prices, and we are steadily trading higher. So looking at what did happen yesterday and in the overnight. Yesterday we tried multiple times get above and get distance from Friday's high, but we couldn't, so we made multiple poor highs and finally late day liquidated, ending with discretionary spike, because it can be treated as a spike or not, since we got around the A period lows. But overnight is trading higher. We had some adjustment around Europe Open, but since then we are trending higher. It is skewed to the upside. Overnight point of control is way up here, and looking at the profile, it is fairly balanced, but it does look finished from the downside. From the upside, it still looks like we need some more structure above. Similar to yesterday, since highest volume is here, we would need some potential higher prices to build to fill in this profile for the perfect bell shape curve. We are going to open within yesterday's range, within value, so opportunities should be limited. However, given that yesterday's range was 40 points, which is lower than those previous days, but still quite elevated from the average we had recent weeks. So first I will be monitoring if we can challenge yesterday's highs, and breaking above overnight high, for example testing the point of control and failing, will be opportunity to short and revisit those lower prices, maybe around value area low from yesterday. If we trade lower, I won't be taking longs right away. First, well, best opportunity would be if we trade slowly lower through the session, and we, for example, fail to get to yesterday's lows, test overnight lows, and then bounce. So I would like to buy there, but I'd like to see some more structure, not like an immediate trade through entire overnight session, and I don't want to buy such strong impulse down. I'd like to buy after we trade lower, higher, and build some structure, then for example dip there, and then I'd like to buy to get back to developing value. If we make an early pullback, well, here is a support resistance made in the overnight. It might be interesting to look for a small dip below that area, and if we make an impulsive move up, then enter on pullback, for example around open swing. So this is another possibility to enter long. And overall I think that given we are opening in the middle, we might see overlapping value, and that should indicate rotational trades from the extremes. Yesterday's high is poor, so this might indicate that longs are getting tired, and we might roll over to test those lower prices. The structure on Friday's rally is quite bad, to be honest, so it would need some repair on the way down, but not sure if we are going to have this. If we, well, I did cover rotational scenarios, and I also should think about impulsive moves outside of from balance. So if we break above overnight and create an impulsive move like 12 points or so, I'm not sure if I can enter on a pullback to overnight highs to test yesterday's high, but if we break above yesterday's highs, then for sure I'd like to see us holding those highs, maybe rejecting below, and then enter long to get to this point of control and higher. Similarly, if we break above yesterday's low, well, even above below overnight low, if we make some structure here and we then make some single prints, so this profile will start looking like this, then I will be trying to play as a double distribution with single prints or maybe double prints if we reject those prices again. and I think that we might see below yesterday's lows. I think that we might see some move lower, maybe only this, but this is like 20 points, so it's fine for me. I like to see a retest of this area to hold. And I forgot to check how option market is pricing the ranges. So the ranges are quite wide for today, from 38.90 to 37.70, but this is for Wednesday, so not that indicative. But let's check how does it look for the profiles. So from 90 to 770. So yeah, from here to here, yeah, basically those are two nice long opportunities. If we dip there, I'd like to see those prices being rejected, because those are the excessive moves that accelerated the movement to the upside. So if those prices hold the retest, those might be nice long opportunities. And if we slice through entire yesterday's range, then it might be indicative of weaker market, and that we might see those prices even today.